Ranked. It's probably the bane of your existence. You grind for an entire month to Gold 1, and then over the course of a week drop all the way down to Gold 4. Or you've been stuck in Silver 3 for 50 games because you'll go on win streaks and loss streaks.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And you'll never really make any progress. Essentially, all the progress you make could be wiped out very quickly by your teammates or yourself. The reality of the situation is the ranked system is broken. For those of us who have the skill and discipline to climb, we can't go more than 2 or 3 games without getting someone on our team who's either completely trolling or has a terrible attitude. For those of us who just want to have fun and frequently underperform, we still get carried in about half of the games we play. Essentially, what I'm saying is ranked feels like a wash. Like whether you're good or bad, a lot of the times isn't a determining factor in the outcome of your ranked game. That's why the ranking system needs to change. Right now, we have an equitable distribution of LP at the conclusion of ranked games. Almost everyone, regardless of performance, will receive roughly the same amount of LP. Obviously, with Smurfs receiving more because their MMR is much higher. And speaking of MMR, that is really the one thing that needs to go, or at least needs to be changed. MMR, or matchmaking rank, is essentially your true rank and increases or decreases much slower than your visible rank. MMR is supposedly calculated by your performance in-game. But that's obviously not true because we've all had games where we've completely stomped, gotten S pluses and 1v9'd, but in the subsequent game or games after that where we don't carry, or maybe we're even the worst player on our team and we still win, we've gotten the same amount of LP as we got in our 1v9 game. So what I'm proposing is, how about we just have one system, not league points and matchmaking ranking, just your rank. You're awarded rank points, or for the purpose of this discussion, we'll just call them LP, based on actually how well you performed in-game. We've had a grading system for in-game performance in League for as long as I've been playing the game, which is about 7.5 years at this point. We can use that system to dole out LP or rank. Everyone gains or loses rank points based on their performance. Let me give you an example of what I mean in terms that we're already familiar with. Maybe you're the best player on your winning team. You should receive like 25 LP. And let's say your duo did just about as good as you. They should get 23 LP. And the both of you had to carry the rest of your team, so everyone else got like 10 or 8 or 12 or some low amount of LP. Except, of course, for that Yasuo that had 12 deaths and the least damage in-game. He got 5 LP. And to even things out, the total LP your team gained would be the total amount of LP the enemy team lost. I think you get the idea. Also, it would make sense to probably still allow people to duo who are in different tiers. Like you could have gold and silver players playing together, but each team would roughly have the same aggregate amount of LP, which I think happens now with MMR, although there are obviously frequently games that are match made horribly and turn into complete blowouts. The implications of a ranking system like this are incredible. This would discourage people from playing the game when they know they're tilted. They don't want to seriously underperform and lose a whole bunch of LP. It would also reduce the amount of LP lost for losing while also being one of the better players on your losing team. Ultimately, this kind of system would increase the incentive to perform, and you'd see improved player performance, I believe, overall. Finally, you'd actually be able to know what your true rank is. The one apparent downside to this type of system is volatility. Players may drop entire divisions in just a few games, and ranks for inconsistent players would vary more than they currently do. But let's be real, as long as the number of Smurf accounts stays relatively low, the pros to this system greatly outweigh the cons. There are so many of us who enjoy playing League of Legends and want to play ranked, but a lot of the times ranked seems hopeless. It can feel like you're just treading water.
I have crippling depression.
This type of system would change that. It would give you so much more agency in determining your rank. The ranking system needs to change, and I believe this is the solution.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?